These folks said, I'm very skeptical on top of this about the deadline. The fact that September 11th, the 20th anniversary, it sounds like a PR move more than anything. So the perpetuating problems seem to be all over the American political system right now, domestic, foreign. It doesn't seem to matter. Americans love to perpetuate their own problems. And so, of course, over the course of the last 3 administrations, we have been abroad in Afghanistan and Iraq since September 11th. Horrible tragedy, coming up on the 20th year since September 11th attacks. And after 2 presidents in a row have claimed that they were going to withdraw us entirely from the nation of Afghanistan, we have gotten closer to that end goal. Much of that by the strategy of Donald Trump. And we are not there yet. President Obama came in guns blazing. He was ready to end the war in Iraq and the war in Afghanistan. And in 2009, there was, of course, a major troop surge to the region because things had fallen completely out of disarray. Killed Osama bin Laden in 2012, and things got a little bit cooler and started to withdraw some troops. Of course, by 2016, then things had once again fallen out of favor, and they had greenlit some redeployments that President Donald Trump, despite campaigning on removing troops from the Middle East, had to kind of greenlight those redeployments.
Well, he said we're going to crush ISIS, and then we're done.
And it happened, and then the withdrawals began, and they began much at to the anguish of the war hawks in Washington, who fought all the way to ensure that the Afghan peace deal that came about last February didn't get seen to fruition in the first term. In the event that a new president took over and President Trump hadn't withdrawn all of our troops from Afghanistan. Unfortunately for those war hawks, Joe Biden has apparently decided that maybe he's going to do the right thing on this issue. Despite being all for further deployments under the Obama administration, he decided we will pull out of Afghanistan this year. Of course, he didn't want to do it right now because his advisors are advising against it. So the May 1st deadline has been pushed back. Those last 2,500 troops will remain for another 6 or so months until the 20th anniversary of September 11th, and then they will be withdrawn, all of them. Now, that sounds like a PR play, and if it sounds like a PR play to you, you're not alone at home. The veterans that we spoke to here at the Western Journal, we have a number of veteran sources here at the Western Journal, and all of the folks that we spoke to think that they were incredibly skeptical, first of all, of whether or not this will happen, given another delay and assurance that we'd be out by the end of this year. These folks said, I'm very skeptical on top of this about the deadline. The fact that September 11th, the 20th anniversary, it sounds like a PR move more than anything. And so that is what folks at the Bring Our Troops Home Foundation told us. A couple of multi-service veterans who fought in Afghanistan in some of the hottest regions in Afghanistan. Helmand, for instance, Ben Adams, who is now a state representative in Idaho, spoke to us. And he said, this is, I have completely no trust at this point for a political leader who tells me we're going to be out. When I was overseas, he told us 3 times we won the war in Afghanistan. That's a really depressing thought.